And Senator Onyonga said he's going to provide the complaints. He's going to provide the complaints. I would like to know who in the county government of KISII is administering the contract day to day, liaising with the insurance provider and the staff whenever there are issues. Who is administering that process?
Chair, the person who is on day-to-day business of this particular is an HR person. Therefore, it's the person who liaises with the insurance at any given time. Even when there is a claim that it has not been met, they normally have to communicate to resolve any other hindrances ahead of treatment in a hospital.
Thank you. Any other matter on that issue? Senator Onyonga?
Me, I think, Chair, we are okay, so long as we have a way forward. Thank you, sir.
Senator Jimera? Good. Esi? Senator Esi? Senator Amida?
No, just advise maybe Governor for the integrity of the county. Maybe they need to, pursue this matter, the number one issue, so that at least just to be seen to have made efforts, so that at least we are and we all want to understand, because this is a global fund, equipments, and of course they were provided into your county, so at least you may want to understand exactly what the issue was and where where the staff were taken, whatever was done, because it seems like it has taken a bit too long, the issue. So maybe you may need to pursue.
Senator Newton.
Chair, just maybe to emphasize on what Senator Amida said. Let the guards at the gate maintain a good record of whatever comes into the hospital and whatever leaves. Because had that record been there, then we wouldn't have spent so much time on number one, Chair. And so it's important whether it is property that belongs to the hospital or anything coming in and anything going out, there should be a record. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, I thought we were responding to question number 4, but it appears like we're making closing remarks. Allow me.
We have already responded to question number 4.
Okay. Can I make my remarks, Chair, with your kind permission?
I will allow you, but please next time pay attention.
Chair, I was busy getting impressed with the governor. He's brought in a fairly young team, and I'm very happy that I'm seeing many young men and women of this country working for the county government of KISII. In the Senate today.
Have you seen any women?
There is one there.
No,
I'm very attentive, Chair.
I was asking Senator Jimera for confirmation. Why proceed, Senator Jimera.
Like what my colleague Joe Newt is saying, Governor, I think you need to have a proper kind of record system so that these issues, I really took offense when a whole governor appears before us and tells us he's not so sure there's a record. So I hope when you go back to KISII, you will work on that. And the other issues raised on these insurance issues, I think there's a way forward. And I hope we'll be able to clarify those ones when I see CEC. Asante. Karibu sana. Nairobi leo.
Chair, I just thought I should maybe just say something because that's my county of origin.
As Jimera reminded you something?
Yes. No, I thought I should say something because that's my county of origin. Governor, this exercise is just meant to also ensure that there is smooth running of the government generally and also help us do our oversight work much better. Thank you.
County of origin, so you are on migration. Okay. Senator Onyonga. Now, We have gone back again. We had already finished with your tourism. We have started. Okay. Senator Onyoka.
Chair, I hope these are our closing remarks. Yes. Thank you. Your Excellency Governor, thanks for coming. You know, I have worked with you. I supported you. My agenda in whatever that we're trying to do, sir, is to make sure that your county runs well, to make sure that KTRH runs as a clean health facility which has got water, which has got medicines, which has got bed sheets, which has got everything you know. So the reason why we are, or I personally am raising these issues is because the public and your workers talk to me. And they don't mean to be against you. They want you to fix the place so that they work comfortably. That is really how I would want you to have a look at this interrogation. Finally, Chair, I think for me, I want to thank the health community and the support that you've given these questions. And I know we sit in other committees trying to configure all these things. I want to say that I shall provide the evidence and all the information that is needed once we ask the question substantively. And I want to thank you, Chair, and the whole team. Madam Amida, thank you so much. And Honorable Yutu, thank you for being here. And my sister, Ezio Kenyuri, and my BFF, Mr. Chimera. Thank you so much, Chair.
Senator Ledamo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Governor, thank you for coming. I find it a bit difficult when you're asked to explain questions when you do not have information. I think for query number 1 and 2, it would be important for us to be clear whether those equipment had been transferred to the hospital or to the county government, or they were still in the hands of the contractors, so that we can differentiate. Because when we leave that thing hanging like that, it doesn't bring closure. Because if people say Global Fund equipments are lost, then everyone wonders whether all the other equipments in the hospital are safe. So I think it is important to differentiate whether it is a matter that affects KISII County or it's a matter that is still with their contractor. And maybe you will clarify that in your closing remarks to assist us in terms of report writing. I just want to comment on 2 issues. One has to do with KEMSA pending bills. This committee gave a direction that KEMSA not to supply, and if they dare not, to any hospital or to any county that owes them 30 days and above. I'm told that with the pending bill of about 59 million, you've reduced it by almost 40 million, which is good. I hope that the remaining balance can clear by the end of the financial year. The second issue that I want to comment on is on a motion that we passed, and I thank the Senate for supporting me on that motion, on pending bills. The Senate passed a motion by delegation, so it's binding, that all county government should pay their pending bills up to 1 billion shillings by the end of this financial year, failure to which the Controller of Budget shall not release money to the county governments. We are proceeding to court to ensure that that thing is put under, I think, Article 259, where when a matter is subject to a particular body and that body moves and a resolution on it, it must be binding. So I'd like to encourage you to ensure that we don't have to wait for the court to be able to put a big rubber stamp on the decision of the Senate, because then it will be very detrimental to the development of your county. So to try as much as possible to stop any further development, and I hope by now you have received communication from the clerk. If not, please let us know in terms of the payment of pending bills. Otherwise, I thank you and I wish you all the best, and say hello to our people of KISII.
Governor, as I give you to make some comments, one more final question, and probably it's the CEO of KTRH. To the best of your knowledge, are there pharmaceutical suppliers to KTRH whom you owe payments for more than 6 months, now that you're an independent institution? And what plans do you have to pay them?
Thank you, Honorable Chair and members. It's a question that I need to go back and check because we do aging analysis of our debts.
And before you go back to check, you have your procurement person here. Where is the procurement? You know all payments also start and end in procurement, eh? So are there people you have not paid because you are the one who has procured? Their payments have been pending for more than 6 months.
Chair, thank you for this opportunity. Yes, we always do an aging analysis of all the bills, but any pending is maybe which has maybe which are not been given, maybe credit notes which have not been fully supported. That is the response. Thank you.
Governor, remarks.
Chair, thank you. You know, I'm happy. Once in 10 years I was in Parliament, and indeed we did this exactly what you are doing. Therefore, I'm happy. I used to cross-examine witnesses who used to come before our committees. I'm happy that this is happening, and I'm taking it positively. I wish my brother Onyonka is here. I would wish him to bring as many of these questions so that lapse where people may not be understanding what is happening, therefore there is an explanation. If this is the best forum for our people to understand what is going on, so be it. Therefore, I'll ask that these questions, as many as they will appear before the Senate and will answer the questions that we have been asked. Chair, to be told is that I've been trying to fix that health department, as it were. There were many lapses that we are trying to fix, up to including even the KTRH itself. I'm a proud person today that KTRH, save for these people who went on strike, Chair, is now a functioning facility. As I'm talking, we just advertised, we advertised for around 200 vacancies in that facility. I may surprise you, the applicants is around 8,000 who have applied for various positions that we have, because we wanted again to bridge the gap of that facility to run optimally. For pending bills, and as it were, we are not taking that yes, we'll handle the issue of pending bills as long as most of those pending bills, they're eligible. Because most of the things which have been happening there, most of the people, even those ones who are claiming to be owed money, some, they don't have paperwork. And finally, if I paid, I'll appear before the Senate, asking Simba, why did you pay when you knew that these people did not have the paperwork, which one required as per the law. Otherwise, I'm happy. Again, I don't know when you require me here. I'll come. I'll come before the Senate. And I want to thank you, the Senate, because of the negotiations you had for the counties. More money is required down there. For my county, wage bill is around 63 now. Therefore, development, it may be having a problem. But again, we want to thank you for the advocacy you put in place for the county's allocation that we are going to receive. Otherwise, Chairman, thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me give the following direction. One, CEO KTRH, you are to provide a record of the equipment that was received. For us to be able to sort on what the contractor is doing, we want the name of the contractor and the contracts. Senator Onyonga should submit the complaints he says he has to this committee. We are asking that, Governor, you make sure you pay all those, at least all the old pending bills for KEMSA, and ensure that the suppliers with verified pending bills are also paid. If there are any additional information, we shall definitely write to you to submit. CC Finance, with a very big caution, ensure the contracts you submit to the governor to sign are properly read and proofread, so that you don't put your governor in an awkward position. I know there is always a tendency for the staff to say, after all, the governor is the one who is going to appear. For my committee, we can choose not to ask the governor to appear and ask you to appear, and we deal with you as the officer responsible for that function. So we all must understand that we have a responsibility, and we must discharge our responsibility with utmost diligence. With that, this meeting stands adjourned. Thank you very much, Governor, and your team for coming. Asanteni sana.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, we have the Governor for Isiolo. Chimera, can you take your seat?